In the Mix is presented by Beach and Shrimp. Visit us today at the Micronesia Mall in the Theater Wing and in Tumon across PIC.
Welcome back to In the Mix. Noelle Monge has our new edition of Pepsi Pulse.
Pepsi Pulse is brought to you by Pepsi.
My name is Sanga, and how I got into fashion was more really truly out of a passion. I remember when I was, let's say since college, I was studying for my exams, and I was looking, instead of studying for my exams, I was looking at runway videos and runway fashion through Elle.com.
Sanga, founder and creative mind behind Gacha clothing, first fueled her passion for fashion by starting a collection of fashion magazines that continue to inspire her throughout her school years and early beginnings in the business world.
Fast forward, and I moved away from Guam, came back, and I noticed that no one up to now was doing women's wear. So that's when I said, okay, and I was moving back home. I was like, I think it's time to do women's wear. So that's where I kind of went with it and started the brand there.
When it came to the name of her brand, Leslie wanted to embody her journey towards fulfilling her goals while representing Chamorro culture, finding a simple yet powerful word that best fit her vision.
There's different definitions of Gacha, right? There's like 4 definitions, but one of the definitions was to reach, to attain, to seize, to grasp. And for me, that's always been what I've been wanting to do, which I'm always like reaching, attaining for something, and not necessarily material things, but also like your higher self.
As a women's brand, Gacha combines feminine style with cultural inspiration to create clothing that stands alone from others in its branch of fashion. Leslie has created a line that women can wear walking city streets, leading business meetings, and every scene in between.
I would describe the clothing more as more feminine, a mix of island wear, street wear, but I also love like business casual, and then also maybe some inspiration in runway fashion.
In the future, Leslie wants to continue her creative process while integrating more sustainable materials and methods into her process. She envisions a brand that any local woman would be proud to wear, both at home and abroad.
So I definitely want to start to make our processes more sustainable. That's always been, like I super value sustainability, and so right now, with our first release, our process is not truly sustainable yet, right? Because it's still in the same way of creating clothes, from scratch. But so we definitely want to get into that direction.
Aside from being open to lessons in life as a business owner, Leslie also attributes her persistence to listening to her instincts, as well as using financial stability as a foundation for her growing brand.
You want to continue to follow your intuition. My intuition has led me here. This was not really planned, and also for me, especially when it comes to the creative process and like business, you don't want to necessarily quit your job right away.
And when asked what pieces are absolute must-haves,
I love the Beach Towns for Life sweater. This is the one that I'm using right now, and also the island print bodysuits, because those island print bodysuits are really prints of Guam. Like those were photographs of Guam and printed onto fabric. And it's our way of creating our own island print for Guam.
To get your hands on any of Leslie's clothing, you can order your pieces at gatsaclothing.com.
Pepsi Pulse is brought to you by Pepsi.
Live Local Fridays, next.
Your community calendar is brought to you by Taco Bell. Whether it's your first meal or your fourth meal, we've got you covered. Taco Bell, live Más.